I'm going to test a mod I'm interested in on this map before I join the guys on the multiplayer. Just letting whoever's watching know that that's what I'm doing right now on this map, and then I'll be going over to the other guys here shortly. This thing here is supposed to be a wood chipper and a sugar beet cutter in one. I'm wanting to test the sugar beet cutter side and see how that works, and if it does better than the bucket, then might suggest this mod. I just been interested in wanting to test it before I get over there with the guys. Right? I'm just testing that mod I was talking to you about. This is in multiplayer on Comston. I was too busy talking to you guys and pulled out into a sign, us American drivers. But this is it right here. Supposed to mulch or cut sugar beets and be a wood chipper all in one. It is. Playing with all you English guys has messed me all up. But watching this map doesn't bring you back, does it? What I like about these English maps is they got a lot of character, and I like how it basically to drive down the road, it forces me to drive through the cab. But yeah, since the last time, I don't know if this was the same the last time you played, but field 10 and 36, I did not have to plow. They were already fields in the game now, so they don't have to be created. Yeah, so you don't have to do that anymore. They're already established. I'm in multiplayer right now if you want to come check it out. I mean, it's up to you. But I'm just testing this mod just to see how it is, and then I'm coming over. Put down this infamous. I hate this thing, but it's great for testing mods. It's the same ones we always got. I haven't downloaded any other mods besides this one. It's all the mods we've had on the past maps we've jumped through that I'm going to be deleting pretty soon. I just like using this to test things. I don't know if it dumps in this way or not. Doubt it. I bet I gotta feed it in with a bucket. You know me, I ain't heavy on mods, so there's not a lot. Oh, this is Calmsden, Ian. I'm just testing a mod on here. Or Oakbridge. It's Oakbridge. Used to be Calmsden. It's a one of my favorite maps, and I know Jamie's too. This mod I'm testing is supposed to be a sugar beet cutter and a wood chipper all in one. I'm mainly wanting to test the sugar beet side because you know how annoying it is to. Oh, hold on, I'll take Nexat off. Hold on, just give me just a second. Yeah, I got the yearly pass, so that I automatically have that. I've never used it though. I don't think any of the maps that I play on is big enough for that thing. Caveman, you lurking? If y'all have it, check out Caveman's channel. I'll put a link in the chat here shortly. He's a great guy. And Raxamilius, I like him too. And Bearded Geek, great streamers. Gold, good streamer as well. You start watching Caveman's streams, click the link and join his Discord. It'll tell you when all them guys are going live, and you'll see a great bunch of guys. All right, next ad is off. You should be able to join now. Oh, there's trouble. I guess this thing automatically starts. Put a couple of loads in here and cut it on and see what happens. Yep. What's going on? I'm great, man. I'm great. I just wanted to, like I said, hop on here and check this thing out.
Yeah.
As soon as I figure out how to get it to work. Alright, I got 2 buckets in it. Let me see if I can cut it on now. I gotta start the engine.
That's your, what you call it? In field 5, that's your mulcher.
Yeah.
Oh?
Yeah, I've the stuff. I'm gonna be deleting the lizard thing back out of here, and this, like I said, I just wanted to throw it in here to test this real quick. I hate that lizard tank. I swear I do.
Good for testing mods, isn't it?
Yeah. All right, fully unfold. I'm down by the cow shed.
Aha. This. Should be.
Oh,
God.
it's working. It's working. Let me fill that thing up. Yeah, I stuck the beets right here. So I'm wondering, like, putting it under our silo and letting the silo feed it. I wonder if that'll work. If not, then putting like a bunker in and dump them all in there and grab them with a big bucket front end loader.
You know what
But
there is as a mod, and I looked at it. There's a warehouse that holds potato and beets,
yeah,
sugar beet, red beet, carrots. I'll tell you what it looks like. It's like a, it's like the big contractor's warehouse, come sort of workshop. That's what it looks like anyway.
yeah,
But it's got different bunkers inside it, and it holds all beets. Pretty good. Well, I don't know if it's good because I've not used it, but could have got a loading shovel, couldn't you?
yeah. Well, I'm finna cheat in some money to do some more testing.
What's this do then, Nelson? It chops it to sugar beet cut. What else does it do?
It also does wood chipping.
Oh, okay. What you do? Put logs in.
Yeah, I haven't tested that yet. I mainly was interested in the sugar beet part because I know it's a pain in the butt to sit there and just cut sugar beet with that bucket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I figure if this is a tool that can be used for two different things, it may be viable.
Drop that little tree down behind you. Oh, for God's sake. There you go. That works, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's doing it pretty quick.
Oh, God. Look at me in a John Deere. Oh, no.
Well, I just literally, it's still August. This is the first, yeah. So I haven't went through and gotten rid of some equipment.
Log it. Unless you can lift it with your... Look at these lines. Have you still got lines in the sky, Alson, on this map?
I've never looked up.
They're coming out from this lizard, that's why. It's probably that trailer. Coming out from that lizard trailer. We need to probably get that of a trailer, mate. Is that empty, that lizard, yeah?
No, but it can be. Just dump it
Why?
anywhere because, like I said, when we're done with this and I decide to come back on this map, I just start it new again. Like I said, it's still in the first month.
Oh. Oh, okay. So
I may just keep
really
this
fussed
one.
where you put stuff.
Yeah, not here because I may just keep this one as a mod tester and start me another comms now. Eventually. I mean, I got too much going on them other two servers. I don't have time to play it like this. And plus, you know, once you start playing multiplayer, it's hard to do it single again. You're used to the fun times and interaction.
Did you cut a couple of logs up now, son?
I cut that tree up a little bit, but I'm fixing to get something. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do a front end loader.
grab it, mate.
Yeah, Ian, you take a picture of that grafter and a deer.
Yeah.
Ian from our server, he
it's
said grafter
ridiculous.
and a deer.
The only
Don't
time
worry.
you catch me in one.
I'll sell it and get you a Fent for when we test mods.
Right. How's that work then? We've got a bout on the bottom.
Up 10 Hills wanting to go over to the mega farm.
Got me?
I said 10 Hills just messaged wanting the password to the mega farm.
He's on my map.
You went very low on your volume. I can't hear you.
Said he was on my map earlier.
Yeah, he was off last night when I got on. I hopped on for till about, well, at least a couple hours, I think it was, and done some things.
Yeah.
Is it still November?
Yeah, don't like this.
They don't like the wood chipping?
Hang on. I'm trying to sort this out because it's a branch. It's not liking it.
Hold on, I'll cut the branch off. I'm just coming with this front end loader.
I've got one in, but it don't like it just because of the angle of it. No, don't like it at all.
So it'll that will be, that thing will like them pines that we have, them longbow. But I'm mainly interested in the sugar beet side of it, especially if we all wind up going heavy into biogas.
Right, it's took that out, but it's not putting nothing out. I reckon it doesn't like tree. It doesn't like tree branches, but it'll do logs. Well, maybe
Yeah,
trust
that's like
logs,
that's like the regular. Even the regular wood chippers don't like branches and like these type of trees because they're so hard. Like I bet if I throw this in there, they don't tend to like the limbs
No.
on these trees, the constituous trees, because they're so hard.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Let me come around here with that front end loader. I'm gonna grab a big chunk of that log without the limb on it.
Say that again, Nelson. Use like a chipmunk.
I said, let me come around with this front end loader. I'm gonna grab a piece of that big log I cut off without a limb on it.
I don't like these. I'm trying to get the fucker back out.
Oh. Frickin' stump. Screw me up.
Did you take that? decoration out now, so has it just been deleted out of the game?
What's that?
Decoration.
Oh, yeah,
The,
I cleared that out. This isn't what I was wanting to grab, but I'll cut these limbs off and use it, I guess. Yeah, I usually always take it out and make room, because it's an ugly decoration anyway.
Let's have a look what's changed, if anything has. What has changed? Let's look at it anyway. Forest is still there. Not much forestry on here, is there?
There is, actually. There is. Um,
You reckon?
48's good. 46. I usually do 46, 47. 45's got quite a bit in it.
44 is not even a forest. That's a
No,
field.
it's, yeah, I noticed that. It's got a forest around it, but
20.
look at that. It ate that tree up like nothing.
Hit it.
Yeah.
Right, this is the dairy here. Okay.
Yeah, for those of you guys that don't know, Grafter used to have a mega farm on this map. And he's thinking about doing it again. And I'll definitely be on that as well. If anybody gets interested and wants to play, just let us know.
So they replaced that with an actual dairy rather than a sell point.
I'm also interested in, if you want to try it, take some of them
Hang on,
sugar
that's-
beets. Yeah.
So again,
Take some sugar beets up to that one general store selling point up north that used to be bugged.
say that again, mate.
I said take some of them sugar beets up to that general store selling point at the north end of the map that used to be bugged and see if it's working again.
Sugar beets on the floor.
Well, never mind. We'll take something.
Yeah.
Actually, over in the regular farm, I've got some canola stored. You can take some of that.
Right, no one sees me in this John Deere. Jesus.
Look, look, look. Reckless driving.
Yeah, I don't know who that was. Against registration plate. I think it was General Stores at the top.
Yeah.
I just want to see what they've done in update-wise, because I put a post on Auction Davies last night. But I didn't
Yeah.
get nothing back.
Yeah, I seen it. I've been keeping an eye on it.
Can't believe I live about 10 minutes away from this.
It's a beautiful map.
Oh yeah, it's epic. One of the best maps out. If not right at it's at the top of the list for me.
Yeah, this one I'm interested in Valley Springs as well. It just, to me, it seems like the English maps have a lot more character to them is what I like.
Yeah.
And that's what yeah, that's what I look for in a map is character.
Not just chucked together.
Delete this fucking thing out the way.
I'd say it is, from just looking at it, the trigger point's higher.
It is working? You think?
Yep. Yep.
So that's fixed. So we know some things have been repaired. That's great.
Trigger works.
I remember I got screwed on a contract from that thing.
I did. Got fined 400 grand for it. This won't work. No, it's obviously not. It's the canola. Don't know what that one is for, but it doesn't work. This one. No, don't take canola. Okay. I don't know what they are, but still. Just blue one.
So what do y'all think, chat? Y'all think it's gonna do this?
What the fuck is this? That was a sawmill.
Yeah, that's the sawmill. That's always been there.
Huh?
I'm surprised you never recognize it, because when you come in here, you automatically own it.
Yeah, I didn't do timber on my other map. Is that General Stores, this one then? Let's have a look. Oh right, it's because you own it. What's this? That's a bloody trigger. There isn't. That one. That's General Restaurant, General Stores, General Bay 1. What's the dairy?
I didn't see if they added any. I never looked.
What's that?
If they added any more factories to it.
Back a bit. Maybe a sawmill. Biomass. What I do, you go to the biomass.
I got some silage in that big thing. That fermenting silo. but it should. I would think it's still the same.
Yeah, yeah. I deleted the one in the game anyway. So where the where the biomass is, come down now, so have a look.
Yeah. Hold on just a second.
It's a big. Yeah. No, you'd have to put the model.
Hope I go to the right place, right?
Thanks for 23, mate. Right, so that's down point still there. So here, this is where you sell your bales.
Yeah.
This is a bale sale point. Here is where I sold all my bread. All my bread, all my cloves. That's a tip point behind you. So what I've done around here, I got a forklift, and all I done was drove it from this area with all my bread on. I deleted that biomass out.
Yeah.
I used this whole area here for all my productions, everything. This is like my mini industrial estate.
Okay.
You go up in if you go in construction view, imagine that biomass gone. I kept the little buildings. I put in against this fence here in the entrance. I put tailor shop, spinnery, and my flour mill. And then I had where we're standing. I had 2 dairies where you're standing because they didn't have a dairy in the game. And then where I'm standing, I had two bakeries. And the sale point for that was in the same complex.
Yeah.
And then if you go over to field behind the shop, field 9. Over here,
Oh yeah, a little area behind the shop that don't get used.
this whole area, so along this fence line of this industrial estate, had 2 big pits for silage, and then where I'm standing, roughly about here, I put 2 bale sheds, and then up along here was the drive with weigh bridges, and further up, on this hill here, which I levelled all out, over to that little tree all the way along here, I had cow sheds, robot cow sheds.
Yeah.
This is going to be my milking area, which is it's not a bad area if you go up a construction view. It's all right, to be fair. And then field 10. This whole field 10, I took up with my actual mega farm. My mega build was in this whole field. The whole field I took up. And like over in this corner here where I'm walking, I had the maintenance workshop, the big contractors shed to keep all my equipment in. Maintenance shop was here with a shed in where your silo is.
Yeah.
Maintenance shop was here, and then the shed was there. In here, I put 2 beef cattle sheds. This area with a driveway coming up and around, with a bale shed in this corner here.
Yeah.
And there's a gate in that far corner, so I made a drive all the way around the outside, one way in, one way out.
What's up, other Ian?
You're doing, Ian? And and then I used this shed as well. First thing I got on the game was 50 cattle in here.
Yeah.
Put beef in here. I used to store bales here to feed them. It was mint, mate, honestly. It was
Yeah, I love this map.
mega farm, trust me. Had to turn the lights on. Yeah. And then down, if you come to if you come to field 39.
Get him, boy, get him. 39, 39. Oh, yeah, I see you now.
Over here, I built like a big contractor shed in this corner where I'm standing over to that fence.
Yeah.
That's for admin vehicles. And then I put another shed along this fence to near this gate. And then I put some debris and skips and God knows what in this corner. And then I took this fence out and the chicken coop. And in this corner here, I built a house. And it had a driveway coming in. Looked fucking epic.
So did you do something with 44?
Yeah, that was grass field.
Oh.
Grass now.
Yeah, everybody, 44 shows it's a forest, but if you walk through it, it's a big meadow. A huge
So what
meadow.
I ended up doing, I ended up coming down here. I made a gap in this hedge here, took one tree out. Which was this one here.
To get into 33.
Took this tree out here.
Yep.
You made a driveway through, if you come through. And I made a drive coming down here, going to this gate down here. Back out to the road. Bit tight, but it worked. It just goes up past the church again.
Yeah.
I'm out here. Straight up the fucking yard, like, boom, back up to the church. All these fields here, I never done anything with them. Oh no, not this one. 43, 42, 41.
Yeah.
So if you come down, even with a tractor and a mowers on the front and back,
You can't hardly get in it.
you can't get in. You can get in to mow it, but you can't get in to collect it. So, look how narrow this is. It's fucking ridiculous. Once that gate's open, you've got to try and drive in here, shut the gate to get into there where you are. If you come over here, there's a gate coming from this bloke's house.
Yeah.
You can get through here, but the bad thing about it was, you got two walls, and you got bloody 30-mile-an-hour speed signs right outside the gate.
Yeah.
Trying to get in and out of here was an absolute pig.
Well, on this one, you got one thing going for you, if you did it again, is I can come in from the 45 and cut these trees out and build a road to come in. Because these hedge lines are not a fence, you can go right through it
Yeah.
if you needed to use that.
You can actually walk through the whole forest here.
Yep. See, it's got a little mud
Road
path.
track.
And we can take these rocks out. Because generally, when I do forest, I forgot it's on saving. On forest on here, I generally do 46 to start or 48 to start.
Yeah.
But 45 would be a good start just so you can have access to other lands. Because, I mean, even doing it this way, I think it'll give you other access to get over here to 25 and back here.
Well,
Yeah,
what we done
28.
here, getting to 28, you've got the fence here, too tight. So what
Yep.
I done here was I left the gate open, and I had decorated pack mod on, and I slammed loads of decoration in here. Load of it, like a load of tip rubbish and stuff. Because that's what you get in the UK, people just tip stuff. And then here, I ended up taking out this hedge from about where I'm standing all the way to about here. And I made a... Let me show you, I ain't got permissions. Give me permissions, Nelson, please.
Let me think about it. I don't know if I trust you.
So I done this, but that's what I done there. And then what I done was I ended up putting a driveway coming in off this road all the way around here. Took a little bit this out here, and then to joint onto this to get all into the fields further up.
Yeah.
So I just blocked this off because you try and get a harvester in here. Good luck. Even a tractor and trailer, it's bloody hard work.
Yeah, but if you do it again, instead of doing that to keep the visuals there to make that look good, you can come in through here. Take the trees out and create a road coming right through.
Yeah.
On the backside.
Yeah, because it's there are some decorations in here you can't get rid of. Like there's them pile of logs as decoration, you can't delete them. Won't let you do it. Can't delete them logs.
No, but we can come up and find a smooth, like right here. There's no divots. Create a road right out.
Yeah.
Boom.
Because all the hedgerows and that, and the fences you could delete.
I wonder if they ever. I'm gonna check that one. I
Yeah,
wonder if
delete that out, all that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put my potatoes in the oven.
We're testing a mod on here before we come over to the multiplayer server. This thing here is supposed to be a sugar beet cutter, which it does that very well, and a wood chipper all in one. We're now testing the wood chip side, which it seems to be like the other wood chippers, but it will blow through some sugar beets. These box elders give every wood chipper an issue. It don't matter what wood chipper you use. but it'll blow through your standard longpole pines. There we go. Ah, you booger. Best tool in the game right here, guys. Looks like I need to put air in the tires on this tractor, doesn't it? How's everybody doing today? Might want to turn around before I hit something, right? This little tractor's weak. Oh, it's not tall enough. I'll test it on this one. I'm gonna test it on this tree, and then I'm gonna go over to the multiplayer server.
Alright, mate, I'll meet you over there.
All right, man. Yeah, I'm just gonna test this last tree.
Alright, mate.
All right. Look, it's the tree guy from Lord of the Rings. Are they? What two are they? What's up, caveman? How you doing? I'm on here just testing a mod, and I'm gonna hop over to the multiplayer server with the guys. This machine right here is a sugar beet cutter and a wood chipper all in one. So far, it's done real good. So I'm just looking at it. Everybody, if you're not subscribed to Caveman Gaming, I seriously recommend you hop over and check out his channel. Great channel. I watch him every time he comes on. He likes to keep things as realistic as can be on Farming Simulator, and that's what I really like. And he communicates real well with the people in his stream. We give him crap all the time. He takes it pretty good. But yeah, if you're not subscribed and seen any of his videos, I recommend going over and checking him out. I think everybody will like it. Give me a minute and I'll put a link to his channel up in my chat. Alright, I'm gonna finish testing that later. Oh, anytime, caveman, anytime. And I'm gonna move over to the multiplayer server. We're on Zulanka today. Tomorrow we're going to be on Alma. We're trying to do one server every other day, so I'm gonna try to be streaming on each one, on both servers. On Alma, on Zulanka, we've got 5 farms, so everybody's got their own farm. On Alma, we got one big mega farm spread out all over the map. So it's a little different, you know, but anybody is welcome. There you go, guys. Jump over there and give Mr. Caveman a like and a sub. Any of the guys that play on the server with that, yeah, Jamie, you'll enjoy it. I told him anytime he wanted to hop in and check us out, he can come on in and hang out, get a laugh with us.
Caveman?
Yeah.
Yeah, come in.
When you watch his stuff, join his Discord. You'll see a lot of things in that Discord. It's a big, a bunch of streamers in there. Bearded Geek, all different types. Yeah, it's in December. It was November when I got off. I had a bunch of stuff to do.
Yeah, you can come on.
We're a relaxed play. I think we got, 8 mods?
10.
10. We got 10 mods.
Realistic as well. None of this crap.
Yeah, his stuff, he likes to be as realistic as he can be. Real enjoyable.
We might like this one.
I think I'm fixing to break down and buy my cotton harvester. My big cotton fields are ready. I don't know if I just want to lease it or not, because I got a lot of equipment. I don't like cycling through millions of equipment.
No, it does my head in. You keep D-padding through. That's why I like to keep all my kit in one place.
Yeah, until you got multiple fields spread out all over the case. So yeah, next time I do a farm, everything's going to be tight-knit.
Yeah. Makes it so much easier, man.
Yeah, Caveman's problem, no, we got to get on to him. I have to get on to him all the time about his pressure washing skills. So I'm known as... It's
my server, mate. Anyone's welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome anytime, Caveman. You can come over and just shoot the crap. You ain't got to do nothing. If you want to do something, we can put you to work. Hell, if you want to stream, come over and hang out. That's fine. We don't care. Just let us know when you do it so we know to keep the content friendly. Because we talk a bunch of crap.
Caveman, if you're on Discord, add me on Discord. It's Grafter, capital G, and then 6512. Obviously ARFTER, lowercase. Add me in and I'll chuck you in my Discord.
Oh, and the other server we do, Caveman, is on Alma. So you really enjoy it. Alma's his favorite map. But this is the main server I play on here with. This is Jamie's server, and he runs a really good server.
I had a mega farm on on Calmston when it first come out, but everybody knows there's problems with it. I might go back to it, to be honest. Still sort of rethinking of what I want to do on there, etc. But the mods I've got now are all realistic mods. We've had no issues with it. The fucking server runs sweet as up.
Yeah, this server has ran. Yeah, so. Oh, you're setting up Moss Valley. Okay. When you get back home. We went over and checked it out. That was one of the picks too for the other server. It was okay. a decent looking map. Then he went over to Alma and fell in love with how Alma was set up, and that's where he decided to set up that server. But Moss Valley looked good too. We'll be back in a sec, guys. I'm gonna go use the restroom, and y'all can talk to Mr. Jamie here and until I get back. Good luck with that, though. He's hell to talk to.
Yeah, I like bearded as well, mate. You want about bearded Bam? So close quarters. You want about bearded Bam, caveman? Yeah, I saw on Calmston Caveman. I had a like a proper called it mega farm. So obviously when the map first come out, I know they have got one now, but they didn't have a dairy. So I put the modded cow shed in. You could get 500 cattle in. I had about 5,000 or 5,500 beef cattle. About 1,900 chickens. And then done a few productions like bakery, bakery, place two dairies, had a bakery, flour mill, tailor shop, and a spinnery. Like it worked perfectly. Like, everyone just jumped on the same farm, just had one mega farm. But all these updates and stuff to the map because of giants pissing about, it was frustrating to say the least. So at that point, when they brought the first update out, I think we was about 482 or something like that hours into the map. And at that point, I was like, well, there's not much choice other than come back to base game map because there wasn't many maps out that I liked. And then I just sort of grim in bed, hoping it would get better, and it's got worse. There's a 1.1 update come out, and another update, and it just got worse and worse. And at that point of the third update, I was like, fuck it, you know. I think we got to 912 hours on Calmston. I had enough of it. Just everything was just going tits up. It just won't. It was working. The setup, how I set it up, was perfect. You know, I had people all across the world coming on. There's only about 2-3 hours within our 24 hours that there was no one on the server. You know, I had people from Canada, Switzerland, Sweden, Australia, fucking America, Ireland, Scotland, England. Like, it worked perfectly, but unfortunately the map let us down. Well, Giants, not the map, because Auction David done a fantastic job. And he was just as frustrated, you know, with Giants as much as people were, you know, renting servers. So yeah, it's a bit of a bollock ache, really. I'm waiting for there's Whitcoombe that's coming out early 26 from what Auction David spoke to me about on his Discord, and that's based about a 20-minute drive from where I live. I'm only about 10 minutes away from Calmsden in real life. I live in the Cotswolds. So yeah, it's probably the one where it will be ever. It always will be the closest map in real life to me.
Yeah, Colmston is a great map. But yeah, I'll definitely be watching that Alma cave. You ought to set up a
It's alright,
stream.
but
You ought to set up a stream on the multiplayer and invite some of your streamers in to help you. Just to shoot the crap with them sometime. Jamie's our grafter here. He's getting used to it. He hasn't put the hours in on it yet to really get a feel for it. But these these guys I play with are tripping out on the field sizes though. Hell, we had yesterday.
managed right.
Yeah,
That's what it comes
yes,
down to, mate. It's management.
yep. Yesterday we were mowing grass in it, and we had two forage harvesters going in that grass field and a chaser chasing us with wagons. It was hilarious.
It gets managed right. Like you got consistency of people going on. It's a piece of piss. You need your people to help you.
Yeah, you got to have a good crew.
You got to show loyalty as a server owner as well as they have as players. It works both ways. If you're not prepared to put the time in as a server owner, you're not going to go far.
Well, your long stream on Alma, we will definitely watch it. Well, I will definitely. You can bet that. I may not say much too much, but I'm in the background somewhere. I need to bring a wagon over here and get to cutting this grass.
Yeah, I'll get mine cut at some point.
I need to get some more silage in here. Get these cows fed. Check the pigs before I get to work. I get these potato fields planted too. Again.
Oh, let me show you a photo actually. Actually, come in my farm. I don't need to show you nothing. Come in my farm.
Yeah, alright, I'll be over in a second.
I'll
That's right, caveman.
explain to you what I've done.
He says I lurk in his stream until you don't wash his equipment. Did I say something? Oh, they know on here I got more pressure washers than about any other piece of equipment.
You're definitely talking about dirty there.
It's funny how my name's dirty, but I got clean equipment.
There's only one thing dirty of you, and it ain't your equipment.
Yeah, for real. I put more hours on a pressure washer than I do anything.
You'd be happy to blow the paint off.
I'm gonna show you something here shortly, Cave. I think I'm finna go look at it, Jamie's. I got one too. You remember that pig feeder I've been telling you about? Yeah. Where you at? Oh, you're in the field.
Yeah, just go into my farm and I'll explain what I'm on about. So go into my own productions, go down to the compound feed, and I'll explain what I said. Meters and my canola was full. 100. Nelson.
Yeah, I was logging in as admin, so I could
Oh,
go in and look at your stuff.
so if you look at my production for my pig feeder, I put 100,000 litres in every piece, so canola, corn, potatoes and wheat.
Yeah.
Now as soon as they were all full, what I've done is I've put it on made just under 100,000 litres of food. Now that, all the bars on that is exactly how it's taken. So you can see that it takes the most of potatoes. We thought it didn't. And we thought it took more of wheat, and it doesn't. It takes the equal amount of wheat and corn, and it takes much more potato than we thought, and it takes very little of canola.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I need a lot more potatoes.
Yeah. I thought I'd test it so we know. So, obviously, you're going to need a lot more than we think of potatoes, and a lot more corn and wheat rather than canola. The canola it uses very less of. It's the least the least needed. As I thought the least sort of needed was potatoes. Well, we're bloody wrong. It uses actually 57% of a full thing out. That's one. It's still full. So that's nearly 100,000 litres to take out all that to get to them bars to that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. That's good to know there. This here is a pig feeder mixer. And this on the right hand side, that's a recipe: wheat, potatoes, corn, and canola. That's all you need to grow to have the food to mix. And because on here we grow pigs and beef cows, like to get like the same way. So we're selling pigs just as much as we're selling the beef cows. And I know a lot of people say pigs aren't profitable. They're full of crap. We've made millions off selling pigs, and then using the manure as our fertilizer. So they're very profitable. I don't care what anybody says. They just haven't done it right. Also, another tip that we're going to give you guys on your grass fields. Hold on, let it finish sinking here. Don't fertilize your grass fields above 50%. It doesn't increase the yield. So you're wasting your time and money fertilizing it to 100%.
Yeah,
Tip
so
for
when
you.
cut your grass fields, when your grass is ready to cut, as soon as it turns orange, don't cut it that day or that month. Leave it one more day because you get extra growth. So you wait till the second stage of your first time it's turned orange. When you cut your grass, it goes to 50% instantly fertilised. As soon as you cut your grass, just let it regrow on its own. Don't fertilise it. You're wasting your time and your money, your products. Put your time into something else. Because trust me, I've done tests on here, and on my 4 grass fields, 83 to 86. Is it 86? Yeah. I've actually. Is it 86? Yeah, it is 83 to 86. And I worked out how many trailer loads of grass I had from it being 100% fertilised. I chopped it. I got 5.5 trailer loads out of it. 4 months, 5 months later, I cut it again without fertilising it down to 50%, ready to cut. I don't care what anyone says. If you, by all means, but if you waste your time and effort, and if you're all about money in the game, that's what it's all about in the end. To enhance and get bigger, and make your farm a bit of an empire, if you like. I wouldn't start wasting your time. I don't waste my time by selling my pallets direct anymore. I just direct distribute and take a hit on every time they sell pallets, because the money you're making, the turnover, is what you're losing there. It's just, it doesn't matter. Like yesterday, yesterday in real life, so 2 months ago, I had £190,000 left after buying the biomass on the Zalonka map. That's just under 2.2 mil. I had £190,000 left, and here we are 2 months later at 2.3 £1 million. So if you play your game right and you got your right strategy and you manage stuff right, you can become a millionaire in no time.
And
I'm not giving the people no more tips.
See, we test and teach over here. That's like Raxamilius, another streamer I watch. He's got this vanilla challenge on Riverbend Springs that I enjoy watching as well. And he's been wanting to come over here because he's thinking of getting into beefers, and he's wanting to come over and check out our setup on beef cows. And
Yeah, he's welcome. I'm gonna be
um,
putting some beef cattle down soon.
you see this shed I'm in, guys. This is a milker shed, but I don't have no milkers. It's all beef cows. So the milker shed can raise beef cows, and if you decide to go into milkers later, you just add them in. And the other trick to it is only buy maybe half the cows that the shed holds and let them reproduce and sell them off at 36 months.
Yeah, your beef.
Yep, your beef. Same as your pigs. Exact same formula. And if you put a silo, manure silo extension next to them, they'll provide manure.
Seems a bit of a problem with the. It always has been. I don't know why they've not sorted it, but it only holds 500,000 litres of manure anyway, so the extension holds 4 million. And if you're going down the road like I have, I'm sort of at the point now where I've stopped using solid fertiliser in my fields. I'm producing that much where I'm putting it into my biomass, my slurry and my manure, and I'm putting slurry and manure in my field. So that's the only tip I can give people is put down the manure extension. You're gaining what 3.6 million litres of extra manure in the same size, visually same size bunker, but literage you could get 4 million rather than 500,000.
I'm getting low. I've only got 433,706 liters of
Oh,
silage.
How are we getting on now?
Alright mate, are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Just finished work there.
Just finished?
Yeah.
Bloody hell, long day for you, innit?
Yeah, Thursdays is a long day, a long shout now.
13-hour shift.
Yeah.
What do they call that, Ian?
Overtime?
Money grabbing bastard. Yeah, fair play. Needs must. Job and knock. That's what they call it. Job and knock. It's a bit hard when you also work for the family-run business. You've got to do as you're told. There'll be no Christmas presents
Oh,
otherwise.
yeah. Don't I know about it?
You'd be getting a fiver in a fucking car for Christmas. You don't tell your line. You might lose your job and all.
Ah, no,
Well-
he does look after. He does look after us.
Yeah, good. Well, boys, I'm still waiting on turning my fields to soybeans. I'm gonna be a millionaire from this. Already am one, but Jesus, taking any prisoners with this.
36 months. Sell it 36 months.
Yeah.
You still on the live?
Beef.
You still on the live stream, Nelson? Are you?
Yeah.
Beef.
I j-
So beef cattle and pigs, right? Pigs produce a bit different, so they produce quicker with giving piglets. But with your beef, same with your pigs, buy them at 0 months old, because it's not the same as it is with milking cattle, and it's not the same as it is with chickens. So let's say, for argument's sake, you're buying chickens. Now, you're a bit ludicrous and mental if you're going to buy chickens to expect eggs out of them at 0 months old, because they don't give you nothing till 6 months old. So they're costing you feed for 6 months, and you're getting no return. Now, fair enough. If you like the visual side of it, whatever, fair enough. But not for me. So with your beef and your pigs, you buy them at 0 month old. and you're making money from the get-go of having them, because all you're doing is feeding them up, feeding them up, feeding them up. They get fatter, and they get heavier, they weigh more, they the returns more. So I'm not sure with your pigs when they start producing. I don't know if it's 8 months or 12 months giving piglets. I'm not sure, but definitely with the beef, I think they give a calf.
6 months. They reproduce at 6 months. Older than 6 months.
What,
I'm
the
looking at
pigs?
pigs. I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, there you go then. So you get your piglets at 6 months, and the best price to get rid of your pigs, your adult pigs, is at 36 months. And you get around about, I don't know the actual figure off the top of my head, I think
35.
it's
If you do,
36,000, £3,600.
yeah, it's 3,600 if you keep them well taken care of at 36 months.
Oh yeah, you've got to have 100% health, because that takes you know, a hit on your sale when you come to sell the big ones. Because a lot of people, let's say for argument's sake, I've got a pen for 500 pigs. People go, oh yeah, I just chuck 500 in. But it's all well and good doing that, but they're all going to go at the same age. at
Exactly.
36 months old. And then you've got an empty pen. So what you're really doing is, yes, you're gaining £1.8 million, whatever it may be. But then you're spending another £380,000, £400,000 on them rebuying piglets. Well, that defeats the object of reproduction. So whatever the capacity of your shed holds, whether it's beef or pigs, half the capacity when you buy them, and you never have to buy them again. So like what I'm going to do on here, I'm going to place down the modded cow shed that's holds 500. Yes, I could put milks in, but I don't want to put milks in, just because I'm that busy doing other things. So I'm going to put beef in. I'm going to place 2 sheds, and I'll have 500 beef, so I'll have 250 in each. And then the beef at 0 months old, you fatten them up at 20. I think it's 28 months. It's either 28 months or 32 months. They give a calf, and then when the heifer, like the adult beef cattle, have had their calf. Bearing in mind they have to be 100% to get a calf out of them, because if they get to that age, at either 28 or 32 months old to give a calf, and they're not 100% healthy, they won't give a calf. So in theory, you're losing a slot on a calf. You have to then buy a calf, because that cow then, if you keep it to the next cycle to have a calf, that's all well and good to gain a calf, but yet that beef cattle is going to be like 60, 72, 74 months old. So if you miss a cycle of getting a calf out of them, you just get rid of it anyway, because what's actually happening is you missed a cycle, and it's costing you money then to keep it longer, because the food of what it costs to produce, and the time and effort and maintenance of machinery, it's costing you in the long run to keep that calf for a second cycle. If it hasn't got, it's costing you more to keep it for a second cycle when you've missed the time to have one calf the first time around. Obviously, if you let it go to the second cycle of, I don't know, 28 times 2, which would be, I don't know, 40, 54, is it? Something like that, whatever it is. Yeah, it would get a calf, but the price of that animal then, because
What's up, Zach?
you let it go for the second cycle, it's worth fuck all, literally. It's worth nothing. So you're better off just trying to get as max into the animal as you can, let it do its first cycle with reproduction, and literally keep an eye on it from first cycle to 36 months. As soon as they turn 36 months, bang, get it gone. And I think the beef cattle are something like 3,700, I think, something like that. So trust me, I know I've done a lot of testing on my mega farm on Calms, and I had over 5,500 beef cattle, and I was making something like I think it was about £4.5 million every time I sold them.
If you're looking at
you
the
have to-
screen and you see that I've been
You have
going
to
through the
get right.
cows and the pigs, and if you want to understand the formula, I can explain it. Just let me know. But the top ones, the 15 months, the 17 on this pig pen, That's the initial bought pigs. They had these other 17. Just like below on the black pied pigs, the 18-month-old, I bought them 10. They had 10. Those 10 produced 10, and so on and so on. So my initial cost is going to be quadrupled from the sale of them other pigs at age, if that makes sense. And that's the same for this cow shed. You see, I've got 85 cows. I bought the 5 for a test. Then I added these 40. And these 40 have produced those 40. So that's what I'm saying. You know, just put in maybe half of what your pen can hold, and then let it, and just take care of them. Let it just keep cycling, and you'll make a killing. Because you buy the adult cows, I think it what, $800 a cow at breeding age. And then now, like these 5 here, at 27 months, they're $3,125. So by the time they get 36 months, you know, that's a lot of money. And it's the same thing with the pigs. And like I said, if anybody tells you pigs aren't profitable, they are wrong. They are dead wrong. And I suggest
Pigs
getting,
and beef for the best profit.
if you go into pigs, get this pig mixer, food mixer right here, and dedicate 4 fields to the pigs. Wheat, potatoes, corn, and canola. That's all you need. Put in that machine, it will make the pig food for you. So all you'll need is the pig food and straw. And you know what the straw is for. They already produce slurry, and you put a silo bunker extension next to the slurry pit area, it will produce dry manure. So then you can start fertilizing with a dry manure or slurry, your pick. So you're gaining way more money and saving way more money versus raising the pigs and growing the food, producing your own fertilizer versus buying fertilizer. Make sense?
Oh yeah, fucking 100%.
So any farm, in my opinion, either pigs or cows, you don't need to use liquid or
I don't think it's so much the time. I think it's people get too impatient because
that too.
They don't set up the right way to start with. So people do get too impatient. They bang them down and go, oh, the 9 months old, they're worth this. Let's have that money. So they sell the whole lot, but yet then they don't realise that, let's say for argument's sake, they've got X amount of number of pigs. They get, I don't know, £400,000 from it. And it's only cost them, let's say, 500. I don't know, £80,000 to start with, if you like. Because they see that profit, they're like, well, hey, look at this, I've got £320,000 profit. Yeah, you have. But yet, if you was to wait till they was 36 months old and sell them when you should, you'd be making well over £1 million. Trust me. If you lot on YouTube want to know about anything, come onto my Discord, onto my server. Because I'm literally waiting till it gets daylight, which is very soon. It's sun rising now, and I'm going to be placing down two cow sheds myself. And I'll run through everything that I've learnt myself, everything that I know about what I've just explained. I've learnt everything.
And
Yeah,
if you
I've made some
want to,
mistakes
you guys
on my own.
want to just jump in and look at what we got and kind of, go through and see what we're talking about, you're more than welcome. Just come in and check it out. I mean, we can help you break down the math on raising animals, and in the long run it's profitable and saves you money. Stay away from the standard fertilizers, because they're producing your fertilizer for you, and all you're giving them, the cows, is you're making silage, and then your pigs, you're just dedicating 4 fields to mix their feed, which I don't think is too much to ask. Because and in them 4 fields, you're mixing the feed, you're getting the straw you need for both the cows and the pigs, because you need the straw to produce the manure and slurry. So it's all one big circle. And then at 36 months, you sell, make a killing. And you're making a killing off a total of 5 fields. You got your 4 fields for the pig food, then you got your field for grass to make solids with. And if you put in the fermenting silo, it saves you a bunch of time and slots, big thing, slots on bales, because every bale takes a slot. But if you do
Yeah, if you-
silage in
you
a
buy
fermenting
bales,
silo,
definitely.
no slots. And as a matter of fact, let me show y'all something. This is a multiplayer server. We got 5 big ass farms. Look at the slot count.
Yeah, everyone's
We've-
pretty much established now.
We're not even half. We're not even half of the slot count. And you've seen me cycle through my machines alone. Everybody on this map has got buku of machines.
Come on, guys. We'll be on all day, so